world of YouTube. Tip Site here and excited to show a video sent by my cuz from New York. Of course, we are talking about New York upstate, and this is close to Corning, Painted Post, New York. Same place I got my voice of Let Me Out and other things that happened on video. And this part of New York is Alpine, New York, close to Caillou. Ah, man, murder that name. Both places are to be very, very extremely haunted. Of course, the Caillou, or I'm saying it wrong, part of New York, I cannot find it for the life of me. I have to go back to my video just to get that information too. But someone had put in a thing stating that they had seen a skinwalker sighting. That part, that's close to Alpine and Corning. And what is really insane, and now that I know the lay of that land better, I have been out there as a kid, of what I can remember. But now that I've learned a little bit more of that area in Connecticut Hill, which I believe is a cursed part of the area, also even Corning, Painted Post. Whole area, I would say, and I'm honestly gonna put, I would put a bet on it, that whole area is cursed by Native Americans due to the fact of George Washington pushing out the natives of that area and taking their land. As you can see here, this is a very bright green orb. And that being said, that learning a few things about, like, out in New Mexico, where there's a green orb that follows a highway near a Native American person that was murdered, I would say, chief. But I wonder if that's a chief orb, or it could be another orb of my cousin. The cousin that's in the video is my second cousin. His mother is my first cousin, and that could rightfully be her too. She was a full of spirit person. And in seeing this, it's like mind-blowing. And I mean, not only that, there's another orb. And I don't know, I think that might be lights to a house out in the back there, as you can see it shining. But as he was moving the phone following this one, that one did look like a light, like a spotlight off of someone's. I'm sure people out there definitely have spotlights in their backyards, because this area is wooded and it's like farmland, say, so people got a extreme amount of land. And then mountains, man, in the back, that all of Corning and everything throughout there is like built in a like a valley, in a gully. And all around you, you're surrounded by the mountains when you drive through that town. And I did see where they took down Chimney Rock just to build a stupid freeway. And natives used to use that Chimney Rock. And I'm sure it was something to do with their culture there, but something to do with it. But I'm going to play the video. You're going to watch this, and now at the end of it, you want to keep an eye on the left of the screen as you're going to watch a orb go straight from top to bottom, left of the screen. Play it a couple times. I can't see it due to the sun shining around with me, and I got my glare of my face in the but you can clearly see when you stare at the left of the screen. You'll see a very quick moving orb, drop down over here. So there was 2 orbs there that night. That one was just, you can say excited. Like it wants, and then it's pretty crazy how it stops right back where it almost started. So go see how it starts. Almost identical to where it friggin' starts. And it stops and drops right back into that area. Nuts. I mean, I plan to go back out here, not only to do a little ghost hunting, to visit also, but whoo-hoo, I'll tell you, man, whatever's out there, and they're restless spirits. I can tell you right now, there was a lot of, in me feeling stuff out there while I was out there. And as you can see, there's restless spirits. They want to be seen. They want to be known out there. And like I say, I caught the best you could catch. Let me out speaking. And I still got to go through my videos again because there was something I hope I didn't erase it. But I did catch it on the video, but I think I'm going to have to do it like on the computer to download the audio. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but the phone did not pick it up. And I could have, and I know for a fact and could have sworn it was like something said, he won't help me, or it won't help me. But the way the words were, it was like a muffled speaking voice. And if you don't, catch what it's saying, it wouldn't sound like that. But if you know what you're listening for, like moi, it did say won't help me. It literally sounded like it said it was talking about me to somebody. He won't help me. Well, they won't help me. Something about not helping me. But I did not get it on the phone. There is a video I have that I listened to and I cannot hear it. But I heard it off the TV, so it's one of them things. And how I'm going to be able to get it off the computer, and at the right moment, this is one thing that I suffer from, and is the equipment to get the videos uploaded and not record the video off my phone. And that's what sucks. But the let me out came clear. That little gurgly growl that it came clear. But that other one was like, they won't help me. It was just like, whoa. And right, I don't know how it would help anybody over there. I would, if I couldn't talk to it. If I would have known that I got communication, I would have done right. I would have helped them towards the light. But, I'm not fully equipped to do that. I mean, I could tell them if you see the light, go to it. But I don't know if I could really, get them to the light. Because there are certain things that you got to do. Like on Knock Knock Ghost, their guy there, John, I believe his name is, he does some things to get them to the light. But how he sees it, and I don't see that because I'm limited on what I can do and see and know. All I do know is what I have is the gift to feel something around me. And of course, the camera has to be my eyes for that, to catch it. sometimes the ears, but sometimes I do hear things. So don't get me wrong. But this was insane. I mean, I think my cousin's a little freaked out about it. But damn, you gotta, when you get this stuff, you really gotta look into it. I mean, you really, and he does too have a gift that I believe, right, he don't want to deal with, but I can say he knows he has it. And that goes for a lot of my family members now that I'm starting to, get little bits and pieces of information. I know this cousin of mine has an ability, but right, he don't want nothing to do with it. He's not like me. But they're speaking to him. He's got a gift too. So I guess something through our generations and through our family had something, like, even on my mother's side, this cousin of mine's from my father's side, but even from my mother's side, I'm starting to believe more that my grandmother of my mother's side was sent to the asylum because she was talking to ghosts. I don't believe she was talking to herself. She was a kind of a loopy woman, of what I can remember her. I can remember how she talked. She wasn't too bright, but it wasn't enough to say that she was a mental case and belonged in a mental institution. Surprised that woman didn't get a lobotomy, for Christ's sakes. But, she did some quacky things. My father told me some tales. And, from what I remember her, when I was a kid and was left with her when my mother and father went to visit New York. I was 4 years old at one time when I remember being left. I was standing at the door crying. I don't want to stay there. But for some reason, it was like one of them traumatized moments at 4 years old. We can all agree that we don't really see nothing. It's like black. But when you get traumatized at that young age, you see things. Your eyes open up to a big reality. And it's like, then you see something, then it like fades away type thing again. Only to when you get traumatized. I kind of can say I was traumatized. I was scared being left in a place at that time. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But I can say, right, she must have calmed me down. Must have maybe gave me some cookies and milk and shut me up. And everything went good from there. I must have not got traumatized anymore because I don't remember the rest. All I remember is standing at that door watching my parents leave at my grandmother's house. And, it wasn't like she's going to, whoop my butt. Even though if I did something bad, I probably would have got something whooped. Because back then, whooping butts had a meaning. Teach you well. But, anyways, I could look at this all friggin' day, man. Because I would love to know what the hell that is. Or who it is. But, I just had to share this. And it's like, wow. Yeah. The gift, people. The gift. And when things like this start happening, you gotta really pay attention to this kind of stuff. You gotta pay attention to it. Because it looks like to me something's trying to communicate with my cousin. But like I said, he don't want nothing to do with the afterlife. Like me. But when I get back out there, boy, I'll be setting up camera in this area. And I'm gonna plan to get up on that Connecticut hill. From my understanding, you drive up and through it, he said. Because I did ask him and call him about that dream I had where there was a set of steps up a hill. And it looked like a wooded area and such forth, but I don't know. Well, I have to see. Like I say, them dreams that bring you to places. I had a friggin' weird dream this morning. And it was like visiting someone I haven't seen in years, but it was weird. Because at the end of it, when I woke up, and it was like, we're done with the visit. And for some reason, this person in my dream, I've known him for years, but it's just how weird it goes. He starts, he's drunk, he's throwing up, but it looks like he's friggin' dead throwing up. It's like, what the and it just got so weird. I'm like, all right, get out of this. And what was weird, also weird, I was trying to leave. And when I was trying to leave and they blocked me in, it was actually him and another person. But I'll tell you, the other person they didn't know. And he was throwing up. They were drunk. Weird friggin' dream. But it was in a, it wasn't a distinctive place. Like there was a fence, there was a driveway, there was a house. They were on the other side of the fence. The car was in the driveway, parked, blocked me in. I telling them I had to leave, and they opened it. But then they're like, when it was dead, and it was like, what the hell? Weird shit. I don't know where my head's going with this. It could have been another ghost. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dreams have meanings, and that's right. It could have been someone that looked like them, but it probably wasn't him. And right, because the kid's still alive. But just messed up. But ghost, man, I'm telling you, something's going down with me. I am definitely getting more energy of stuff trying to get my attention, so. But I can't wait to get back out here, Alpine, New York. Painted Post. Because there was a lot of stuff out there trying to get my attention. As you can see, let me out. But until the next video, folks, be safe, take care, and always believe. That's right. And when you get something like this, better set up camera shop. Maybe they'll send you a message. Out. 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 Hey, out. Wait. Oh, out. No. Ooh, ah. Shit.